It figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. Opening night here in this brand new season between the Seattle Mariners and the Oakland A's. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Hey, just like any team, pitching is going to be the key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but putting together some quality outings early in the season could do wonders for this club getting out of the gate with a good start.
It's a date that's been circled for weeks, and it's finally here. Opening night on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 Oakland Athletics.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. And here's a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
You know, taking a look at this lineup, Matt, one thing you have to take into account is the variables that you can't control. And that's the wind. It's blowing in. It's howling in. You're going to see some guys in this lineup change their approach, not be looking for that launch angle and trying to drive the ball out of the ballpark. It's going to take a big man to put one over the wall today.
Vida Blue gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher for a long time, and right now he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be interesting to watch him work in this one here.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And, guys, can we lock in on the Gold Glover at third base? I've played this position. You got to do so many things. I mean, you have to have just the quickest hands, reacting on one-hop liners. You have to have the ability to take away the bunt, a la Adrian Beltre and Nolan Arenado. You better have a backhand, and not only that, you better have a strong throwing arm.
Howie Kendrick started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1.
First pitch, 6:35.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. This is well struck, high and deep toward the left field corner. And that's off the left field foul pole, a home run. A solo shot there for Howie Kendrick. First home run of the campaign for him as the Mariners take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, and you've got to love when you start a game with a bang like this. The first hit of the game, and doink, right off the foul pole for a homer. If that's a sign of things to come, we're going to see some offensive fireworks all game long. Great for the fans, but for the pitchers, not so much.
Number 29.
Standing in now, Tommy Pham, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Hey, D-Row, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Again, he sends it out of play. One out, nobody on. The 2-2 one more time. And it's fouled away. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8-pitch at bat, and he's able to work a base hit.
He threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs, and on the 8th pitch, left one out over the plate, just enough for a base hit.
Into the box, Chipper Jones, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Mays leads off first with one away. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
The 1-1. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is high. The throw not in time as he steals second. Well, when a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Here's Javier Baez as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. Runner in scoring position with two gone. And that'll miss up and in ball two.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
23 pitches already here in the first inning. Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
The set and the 2-1. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Here's the 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. But the Mariners draw first blood here on the solo home run. Home half of the first coming up from the Coliseum. It's 1-0 Seattle. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Nero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, this team poses a lot of problems offensively. This is a scary lineup because they can beat you in a variety of ways. Not only do they have power in the middle of the order, but a ton of speed that can put some serious pressure on the defense.
Max Scherzer is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
We're looking at one of the top pitchers in the league right now. Solid win total from last year, and he'd like to win a whole bunch of games in this new season. He's a good pitcher, and he normally pitches good at the beginning of the season, and he rides that storm out all the way through the end. It'll be interesting to see what kind of start he gets off to this year.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And let's take a look at Javi Baez. I don't know, second base, shortstop, third, maybe a little outfield. Doesn't matter. This guy has platinum hands. Platinum, not gold. One of the best defenders in our sport, and probably the quickest tag man in our game.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one, but that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
3-1. 3-2 to the A's center fielder.
Helpful.
Got him.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Grounder down the line at third. first, and Scherzer's on a roll now, 2 away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Into the box, Tony Perez looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Scherzer's ready with the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and up next the power hitting third baseman Matt Chapman. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Swing and a liner. Base hit, and the A's are into the hit column for the first time this season. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. Shot toward right center. And that is going to get down for extra bases as this will drive home 2.
Man, he was not messing around here. Sitting on the first pitch he saw and drove it to the outfield, bringing in both runners and putting himself into scoring position. It's great to see a guy that's aggressive at the plate when he's got a chance to do some damage.
In now, Kevin Newman, as he'll take a breaking ball then off the plate for ball 1. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. Ready with the 1-0. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Yeah, it looks like to me he hasn't quite found that release point so far here in the first inning.
The 2-0. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually a quality take.
Ready with the 2-1. Bounce to first. Hunt has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. The A's lead this one 2-1. Start of the second inning here in Oakland. Let's check in with Heidi for more on the weather.
Well, Matt, it's pretty dry down here right now, but I am told there's rain in the forecast for later in the game. It's not entirely clear how severe it's going to get, but we could be facing a weather delay if the storm front passes over the ballpark. For now, let's hope for the best.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. Safety of the players, of course, and players getting required rest at the end of the night becomes important. When you guys approached a game like this, did you know you were in for a long one?
No doubt, Matty. And there's rain on the horizon. You want to get depth. You want to score early as an offense, get some depth and some length out of your starting pitching, and hand it over to that fresh bullpen.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. A ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike to the Mariners' first baseman.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Lying to the right side. So this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out. So he comes up empty in his first major league at bat.
I know he was expecting more, but that's a win. If you can put the ball in play your first big league AB and you're able to get that adrenaline and the nerves out of you, that's a win right there.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike one.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Popped straight up. Perez in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Takes this the other way to right. Mazzara is there. 2 down.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the dual threat of Shohei Ohtani. First pitch of the at-bat. Too low, 1-0.
1-0.
That misses. 2-0. Lifted the other way to left center. Giving chase is Benintendi. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Mariners are down in order. Our score remains 2-1. So striding forward now, Adalberto Mondesi. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Mondesi.
Here comes the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. Carter is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Jason Castro.
Now at the plate, Jason Castro. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. One out, nobody on. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. The 3-2 pitch. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks in bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
So stepping in, Jose Iglesias, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And they'll start him with a changeup, but this is too high. Ball 1. The 1-1 pitch. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. The 1-2 misses. Ball 2. Line drive to left. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Now batting, the center fielder, Richie Ashburn.
So coming to the plate, Richie Ashburn. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball, that time at 94 for strike 1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Comes Scherzer on 0-2. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to Huff now, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Settling in now, Andrew Benintendi. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Now this is on the ground for Baez. It's short. On to first, and the A's fail to cash in here as the side is retired. A's strand a couple as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Josh Harrison stands in,
Leading off
and
for the
he'll start
Mariners,
out their half of the third,
designated
top
hitter,
of the order to follow.
Josh Harrison.
Here's the first pitch to him. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's giving the umpire an earful from that dugout.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Low and away with that one. It's 1-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled, because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Here's Howie Kendrick as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. On to first, and there are two down.
The left fielder, number 29, Tommy Pham.
Stepping up now, Tommy Pham. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Two balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3. Willie Mays would be next. The 3-1 finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Two out, nobody on. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Now batting, the center fielder, Willie.
Striding in, Willie Mays. A base hit in his first trip. Set and the pitch. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1.
A veteran hitter certainly knows when he's got wheels on first base, he's probably getting a fastball and he's probably getting it middle away. Might be a great time to get super aggressive.
And he misses low with it. 2-0.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Now the 2-0 is looked at for the first strike.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
The 2-1. And this will be fouled away. The 2-2. Seared down the first baseline. A dive, but it's off his glove. And as it turns out, the two-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The A's lead this one 2-1. Coming to the plate now, Tony Perez. He reached on a walk in his last time up and later came around to score.
Tony Perez.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses, ball 1. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Swing and a miss, 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to Perez. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Two pitch is fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Slow roller down the third baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Ready with another 2-2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Perez gets his lead at first, nobody out. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Here's Scherzer now 1-1, and it's 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Here now the 2-2. The bouncer to the left side. Scooped up. Kendrick. But no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster. So the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get one, which they did there.
Digging in, Nomar Mazara. He cashed in with a 2-run double his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
That's popped up. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, they're not all beautiful, and they don't all have to be. Just throwing a lawn dart over the third baseman's head right there. Beautiful piece of hit.
Into the box now, Kevin Newman, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. This is popped up. Here's Baez to make the catch, and that becomes out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Adalberto Mondesi.
2 men on, 2 out, and striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
Comes set. The 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 2 down, runners at first and second. All right, back to him on the mound. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. The A's lead it 2-1. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Leading off the inning, Chipper Jones, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Chipper Jones.
First delivery to him on the way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Perez in foul ground, and no one will track it down. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Popped him up. Newman onto the grass. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Javier Baez.
Ready for another chance? Javier Baez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
In there, strike one. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Swing and a miss. That one tied him up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
So two are gone here in the M's half of the fourth, and in steps the dangerous Aubrey Huff. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball one.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. And he fouls this one off. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. And ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it. But when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball, racing your 1-run lead.
So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And up next will be the Hall of Famer catcher Gary Carter. Here comes the first pitch. Well hit to right, but foul. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Count even to the kid. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Carter.
Hey, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here. Try and dominate and execute a fastball in, and then get the guy sitting inside trying to be quick to everything, and then pull the string a little bit on a nasty changeup.
Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1 left for Seattle. They still trail it here 2-1. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, thanks, Heidi. So digging in now, Jason Castro. He drew a walk his first time up.
Jason Castro.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball here. 0-1. One and 1 to Jason Castro. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Moving under it, Pham. 1 out.
Up next for Oakland, the designated hitter, Jose Iglesias.
Stepping in, Jose Iglesias, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time. Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
Now a throw over, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Another look to first. Another throw over, and a dive, but he's back in there. Standing in now, Richie Ashburn. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
This is a spot right here playing first base. You have to really be on your toes. With a runner on first, a left-handed hitter up in a 2-0 count, there's a pretty good chance if he hits this, he's going to hit it hard down that first base line. So if you're the first baseman right now, be on your toes and be ready for a bullet.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Pitch is a called strike. The throw is right on the money, as it usually is on a great throw by Carter.
Not every catcher could make that throw, so that was pretty special. Benito Santiago made throwing from his knees famous when he was playing, but it's a really tough one to pull off. That's a long throw without any legs underneath it, so hats off to him on that one.
Fouled off. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Nothing doing there for the A's. They still lead it 2-1. Next up, the two-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Shohei Ohtani.
First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Mazara's under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The batter, number 1, designated hitter, Josh.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and the ever versatile Josh Harrison digs in. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But no one gets to this one as it lands in the home bullpen. A foul ball. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Second baseman, Howie Kendrick.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Howie Kendrick. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch on its way. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Now here it comes. And there's a base hit on the line.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the third hit. He's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
Ready now, Tommy Pham comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And that misses 1-1. The 1-1 home. Takes this the other way to right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Mariners leave 1. They're down 2-1. Digging in to try it again, Andrew Benintendi. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
The left fielder, Andrew.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. To third. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Now batting, the first baseman, Tony Perez.
Standing in, Tony Perez. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Ready on 1-2. Drilled down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. The 3-2 pitch. Line drive, base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red
Now
piece
batting,
of cheese, middle
the
of the
third
plate,
baseman,
and he didn't miss it.
Matt Chapman.
Stepping up to the plate, Matt Chapman. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. From the belt, kicks and deals. Strike taken up in the zone. Hit hard on the ground to second, and Kendrick gives it a reach going by, but it's into center field for a base hit.
The right fielder, number 30, Nomar Mazara.
Now batting, Nomar Mazara. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. He's set. Here it comes. Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Perez at second. Chapman is over at first with 1 away. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are 2 away.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball. 29. And it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
At the plate, Kevin Newman. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And he lays off there. 1-0.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Two men are on with 2 men out. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And he lays off it to even the count. 2-2. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. In now, Willie Mays. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And they'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
You see there the pitch count is up to 88, and at this point in the game that's a good place to be, so I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at off the plate for a ball. The 2-2 down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Chipper Jones.
Next for Seattle, Chipper Jones. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. In there, and it's even at 1.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Here's another 2-2. Fouled away. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. The 2-2 one more time. Now that's popped up. Perez has room in foul territory, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Too high. Ball 3.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Into the box now, Javier Baez. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. First pitch on its way. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0. Into the corner and slicing foul. the 2-1. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of role they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Stepping in now, Aubrey Huff, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. That's inside. 2-0. Baez at second with 2 down. 3-0 now. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. Hit hard on the ground to second. Newman brings it in. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball. Now at the plate, Adalberto Mondesi.
Adalberto Mondesi.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. The 1-1 is put in play to the right side of the infield. Gonna be a tough play. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Digging in now, Jason Castro. He flew out in his last at-bat. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Hit in the air down the right field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jose Iglesias.
Riding in once again, Jose Iglesias. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Nope. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Huff is there, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They lead it 2-1. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. The A's are on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. And the Hall of Fame catcher Gary Carter hits next. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. First pitch on its way. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Changed up on him, and he gets the inside corner for strike 2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning, it's so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
So striding in, Shohei Ohtani. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1.
The guy in the mound is having one heck of a night, but the downside of that, if you're going to strike out a lot of guys, your pitch count is going to be high. So this gives the offense some kind of hope as this game's getting down to the end.
Oh. 2-0. Popped straight up. Mondesi ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Up next for Seattle, the designated hitter, Josh Harrison.
Ready for another shot now. Josh Harrison. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Grounded back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Trevor May is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
65, Trevor May.
In now, Howie Kendrick, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And he misses with it. 1-1. Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
So stepping in, Tommy Pham, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike.
Man, the Mariners have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game long. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Comes set, the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Try to throw the fastball by him, but it's high, 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
The set and the 1-2. And that pitch misses to even the count to the Seattle left fielder at 2-2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
2-2. Here it is. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
And he struck him out. So a masterful job of being thrown into the fire and getting the big strikeout to end the inning. A's bullpen does its job. It's stretch time here in Oaktown. It's the A's 2 and the Mariners 1. Austin Bryce is out from the bullpen as he'll get his first work of the season here on opening night.
Austin Bryce.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Richie Ashburn. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Richie Ashburn.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And he pops it up back behind second base. Therefore it is Baez, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder Andrew Benintendi.
Into the box now, Andrew Benintendi. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First offering on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Two 2-0 the count to the A's left fielder.
2-0.
We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel. 2-1 our score. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Pham is going to get there, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Tony Perez.
Stepping into the box, Tony Perez. He singled his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Oh, and 1, here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Here it comes on 0-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. A's are gone in order as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Number 31 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Now pitching for the A's, number 31, Rob.
Now at the plate, Willie Mays. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. The 1-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
The 1-2 fouled off. Fouled away. Here he comes again. 1-2 on the ground to the right side. On the first, and that's an important first out to start the 8th here.
Now batting, the third baseman.
There's a look at how we got to where we are. A's leading this one here in Oakland as we draw nearer to the finish line. So here's the cleanup hitter, Chipper Jones. He went down on strikes last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are 2 down. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Javier Baez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
1-2 the count to the Mariners shortstop. The 1-2 grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. Our score remains 2-1. So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Matt Chapman. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
The third baseman, Matt Chapman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. And he misses there. 1-2.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff men on base is, and it's true.
30.
So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Striding in for Oakland, Nomar Mazara. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Ohtani is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Number 29.
Digging in once again, Kevin Newman. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Jones takes it in, and a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They still lead it 2-1. Bruce Sutter comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 42, Bruce.
Coming to the plate now, Aubrey Huff. No hits to this point.
The first baseman, number 19.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Check the swing there, and Larry Bullard says he held up just enough. Ball 1. Here's the 1-2 delivery. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Now batting, the catcher.
Striding into the box, Gary Carter. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Pop foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats. its way. The 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Into the box now, Shohei Ohtani. So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. This is line to left. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And this one will bounce into the wall. He'll get it into second and hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double.
Number 1.
Everyone knows there are no awards for successfully getting 26 outs. You need to get all 27 before you can start celebrating. That 2-out double here in the 9th, putting the equalizer on at second base. A couple of minutes ago, this thing looked like it might be over, but everything can change with 1 swing of the bat.
Standing in now, Josh Harrison, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Comes set, the 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's a foul ball. And they're up now in Oakland. Just over 35,000 strong. Struck him out. So he'll strand the possible tying run at second. And a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The A's jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Vida Blue gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Max Scherzer pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Bruce Sutter records the save, his first of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.